Let's get right into it, y'all. Today we're talking about the biggest frauds in manga and anime. These are the characters that pulled up with main character energy, crazy entrances, wild designs, everyone's in the show acting like they're untouchable, only to get bodied the moment things get real. I'm talking straight up letdowns, overhyped, underdelivered. Some of them didn't even last the full episode before getting folded. Now, fair warning, I'm going in on why and how these characters ended up being so fraudulent. So yeah, spoilers, duh. This one is not for the uninitiated, and for everyone else, let's cook. After the insanity that was the Frieza saga, we weren't sure where Goku was. The battle between Frieza and Goku led to one of the most iconic transformations in anime history, the motherfucking Super Saiyan. Goku proceeded to mollywop Frieza, even sparing his life momentarily before blowing Frieza to Kingdom Come.
Now learn. Learn what happens when you mess with the most powerful being in the universe! You fool!
Got him. We fucking got him.
Now you think that'd be the last we see of Frieza, but no. Like those roaches under your fridge, this man will not stay down after getting stomped. Frieza's saved by his father King Cold. More on the slimy bastard in a second. Frieza's rebuilt into the cybernetic lizard hybrid, though in theory he should be more powerful than ever. So he tattletales on the Saiyans and they pull up to the playground that is Earth to get revenge. There's a wrench in their plans though when they get to Earth. Future Trunks is ready and waiting to intercept their ass. Trunks reveals he's also a Super Saiyan, and Frieza starts talking all the dog shit.
But anyone who laid it on quite as thick as you.
But when Frieza sees that purple hair goes golden, you literally see the turd start crowning out of this lizard's ass cheeks in fear. Trunks then proceeds to make quick work of Frieza. He catches his strongest attack like a football, does a little sign language, then proceeds to slice Frieza in half, like prices on a Ross clearance rack. Brother, haven't you been here before? Now, King Cool takes the death of his son surprisingly well, even offers to take Trunks under his wing and have him replace Frieza. King Cool asks for Trunks' sword just to try attacking him.
Clearly, without this sword in your possession, you're nothing. Die! What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Are you dumb? Trunks catches the sword between his fingertips, then turns King Cole into a slab of Swiss cheese. I was gonna make a joke about King Cole getting his holes blown out, but I thought that might be too much. I remember watching this as a kid and thinking that Meta Frieza and King Cole were gonna be the next big bads of the show. I don't know what the hell I was drinking in my Kool-Aid jammers. Now, let's talk about Chad from one of the biggest manga of all time, Bleach. And I do not endorse brown on brown violence, but Chad, what are we doing, bruh? According to the stats, Chad is 6'5", a pure Afro-Latino muscle from Mexico. He's introduced as Ichigo's loyal friend and muscle. Pretty chill and pacifistic by nature, unless he absolutely has to fight. And oh boy, when he does, he loses. Badly. Like every time. Case in point, that sets the tone for Chad's combat career. If he doesn't have backup, this boy is getting cooked. During the Soul Society arc, it was a huge turning point in the show. Cool fights, a few bitchin' opening theme songs, and everyone was getting power-ups. You get a power-up, you get a power-up, you get a power, everyone gets a power-up. But what happens with Chad? He gets folded like a lawn chair instantly, and that brings me to another glaring issue with Chad. Chad has only ever beat one named villain in the entire show. And when he does face somebody relevant, his ass gets clapped louder than a Waka Flocka single. If you know, you know. And by the end of the series, every character is being bestowed with godlike powers. And where is Chad? They're on the sidelines looking buff and useless. To say the least, Yasutaro Sato, aka Chad, you're a fraud. Ladies and gents, if you made it this far in the video, give it a like and subscribe to your boy Spam Folder for more anime, manga, and nerd content, because this last one's gonna be a doozy. And now this one hurts the most because it's the most recent in memory. Ladies and gentlemen, where were you today you found out that Satoru Gojo was a fraud? Gojo in the story Jujutsu Kaisen was billed as the strongest sorcerer in the world. He was considered an anomaly because he possessed the gift of not only the sixth size, giving him superhuman perception of cursed energy and almost limitless stamina, also had been gifted the limitless, allowing him to manipulate space on an atomic level. Gojo is considered the strongest sorcerer of the modern era. Gojo was considered so powerful that the villains of the show didn't want to confront him. They made their plans around him. What can we do to get Gojo out of the picture? Sukuna was considered the strongest sorcerer of the past. When Gojo was asked by Yuji if him and Sukuna were ever to battle, who would win, Gojo shrugged it off and said, "I'd win, obviously, right?" So did Gojo win? Now, to call this fight a spectacle would be an understatement. I'm sure when this gets animated, we are all going to be creaming our pants. Even looking back at it in retrospect, this has got to be one of the most monumental fights in manga history. There are so many iconic moments from this fight without going too much into detail. I mean, we've got a freaking 200 times hollow purple. We've got domain expansions being thrown out like Pokeballs. And somehow Gojo even regenerates his brain mid-fight like it's no big deal. And the whole time I'm thinking, damn, he really is that guy. Sukuna and Gojo are duking it out in every possible way you can think of. Fisticuffs, cursed energy, domain expansions, but then Sukuna lays the table for his greatest trap, Maharaga, a demon with the ability to adapt to any of Gojo's moves. We've seen him earlier in the series, and we knew he could do some damage. Between Sukuna, Maharaga, and Gojo, it's a race for time. Can Gojo beat Sukuna and Maharaga before he has time to adapt? So this was around the time that Sukuna pulled the ultimate ass pull move. After getting pieced up by Gojo for most of the fight, and let's be real, Gojo was winning for most of it up until this point, Sukuna hits him with a completely busted technique, the world-cutting slash. Now, this isn't just some regular cursed energy slice. Sukuna combines his innate slashing technique with Maharaga's adaptation, basically rewriting the laws of physics. So, Gojo's infinity, irrelevant. His regen, doesn't matter. His domain, already gone. And the result? Gojo didn't even realize what happened. One moment, he's mid-thought, still thinking he's got options, and the next,
Oh my god! He does it from. Oh my god!
he's in two pieces, clean as a deli cut. No time to react, no time for a death monologue, chopped like a bad haircut.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
This last one I still think about late at night. I'm sorry to say, but Satoru Gojo, you, my brother, are a fraud. And that's the end of the video, folks. Let me know some of your own biggest frauds in anime and manga. And until the next one, check your email, delete your inbox. It's been your boy Spam Folder. Fight me in those comments.